Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya if you're new, and today I'm going to be looking at the Woomer pencils. I have a 72 set here that they sent me. I put my little sticker here because I thought it was cute. It comes in a set. This is the cover of the packaging. And when they first asked me if I wanted to try them out, I was going to say no. But then I looked at the reviews on Amazon and they were phenomenal. People were comparing it to Prismacolor. So I decided to say yes, and I'm really glad I did because I actually really like them, surprisingly. We are going to do a tutorial in here in a minute on how to color clothes, so I hope you enjoy that and get something out of it. Just a little mini tutorial. But before that, I'll just show you the swatches, and then I'm going to talk more about them later. These are the swatches of the set, and I have to say I really, really like them. I'm going to talk more about them after the tutorial. So let's get into that little clip. Okay, so I'm going to do two tutorials. The second one will be with full color, but this one, and it's going to be sped up with a voiceover. This tutorial, I'm just going to do with a dark gray. You could use a black or a dark blue as well. Remember, shadows are a cool tone. Don't use a warm tone for shadow, but I'm going to show you just with one color, the shadow, a very easy way how to color clothes, especially for beginners. If you're a beginner, hopefully this helps you. Let me know. I'm going to do my best. So first of all, light usually comes from the top. So we're going to start with our shade. Even the illustrator shows you here. Where's the shade? A little bit. So the shade, we're going to start in the bottom of the sleeve. Whoops, let me just move. The bottom of the sleeve, like this. And as you go up, you lift your pencil. You're doing a gradient, so it's lighter as you go up. So here I can make it darker. I'm not going to burnish it because I might want to add black later. Okay, then we're going to do the bottom of this sleeve right here. And because it's coming there, he has like a beard, I think. Is this a beard? So I'm going to do a little shadow, like the beard is covering a little bit of the sleeve. So we have mostly the highlight over here. See where I'm leaving the white, that's where the light is hitting the clothes, okay? Then you have a little shadow here where his shoulder is, a little bit shadow, and you leave that there. Right here you have a fold. The jacket is a little bit folded. So you're going to have a little shadow there and there. Now, as I said, the light is hitting here, so we're going to do the shadow on the bottom. Now, of course, you can make it much more complicated than what I'm showing. I'm just showing a very easy way for beginners. So there's not a right or wrong way of coloring clothes, obviously. I'm just showing you one way, an easy way. Hopefully it'll help you. And see how I'm doing on the bottom here? The shadow, the light is hitting here. So we're going to do the shadow here. Now let's say you wanted to make his jacket blue. You just go on top of here with a darker blue. Go a little lighter with your pencil as you go up. And then you could put like a highlight here with a light blue or a cream color or something like that. So here I'm just showing you where the shadow is, the darker colors, right? The darker colors. Now here on her dress, you're going to do the same thing. The bottom here is going to have a shadow like this. Then a little bit here you're going to have, because looks like this is kind of puffy. So there's a couple ways you can do this, but basically the bottom of each ruffle, I'm going to put the shadow like this. And I'm going to put a little shadow here because it's folded, and here you have some folds. Now where the waist is, I'm going to do a little bit of a shadow to emphasize that the breast area is coming forward more. Then you have here under the sleeve, you're going to do the shadow, right? And you're going to do under this little lace area, like this. Same thing with the shoes. You're going to do the bottom of the shoes is going to have looks like she's wearing slippers, the shadow. And with the bow, you could do it on the bottom part of this area and then the bottom of this area. See, and then the fold. Anywhere there's a fold, you want to do shadow. So I hope you can see how it gives it dimension. Same, even her hair. You could do, I know this is a tutorial about clothes, but her hair, the shadow is where it's being hidden by the face, so it's behind the face. You're going to do a shadow on the bottom. Now let's move on to the mother, and we're going to do the bottom of her sleeve. It looks like she has a puffy sleeve. So the puffy sleeve has a little bit more here indentation to make this part puffy, right? This bottom area is more coming out. And here as well, you can see the illustrator is showing you it's like a puffed sleeve. So you're going to do a little bit of a gradient there. And the bottom of the sleeve. Like that, okay? Then the illustrator is showing you that this area is coming forward. So you're going to do a shadow in the back there. See how he's showing you where the shadow is right there and right there. And it looks like she has a layer here of like a shirt over a skirt. So we're going to do the shadow in under the shirt. And the layers of the skirt, I'm going to give them a little bit of shadow like this. And of course, the bottom of the shoes. Okay, what else? Here we are going to do, okay. So right here, I could see the light could either be coming from this way or from the bottom. So I'm going to do it so that the light is hitting here. So this part of the leg is going to have shadow. And also under his butt. See how there's a line here? It's a butt. We're going to do under the butt some shadow. And I'm going to do like the light is hitting from here. So, and the bottom. And because it looks like that, I'm going to do a little shadow under, just directly under his jacket to give it a little depth, like it's on top of his pants. And I'm going to do a little bit shadow here because the light is hitting, so to show that his butt is more protruding, like that. I hope that's not too complicated, but hope that helps you. And then we are going to move on to a colorful explanation. So we're going to start out with the gentleman. I decided to make his coat like a greeny, like an olive-ish green color. So you could see where I am doing the shading. First of all, underneath the arms. And I decided to, his breast, you know, the area of the breast is more forward. So that's also a little lighter. And you can see that the top of the arms is where the highlight is. The bottom is where the shading is. Also, the shoulder is going to have a highlight because it's kind of protruding out. And the edges of his jacket are darker because they're more hidden. You know, they're more, hidden. So there's more of like a shadow. Then I'm doing his turtleneck, and you could see that the areas that are hidden underneath the jacket have more shade, obviously, right? The areas that are popping out more to us are more outer. Those are going to be the highlight. So I'm doing it a maroon color. So first of all, I started with the blacks. Then I added some darker reds. And you can see how I'm building it up slowly, leaving some white, leaving a highlight. And that's where I'm going to add my lighter color. In this case, like a peachy mauve color. That's where the highlight is. And I just went on top of it, kind of. Then I'm doing his jeans. So I'm basically doing the shadow in the areas that are more behind, like back, you know, under the jacket and stuff like that. Whatever is protruding more towards us is going to have a lighter color, a highlight. So try to think of it like that. And now I'm getting started on the other lady there with her dress. Looks like a muumuu dress, we call it. Like a flowy dress. So you could see where the folds were is where I put the shadow. And again, the shadow is under her arms. The top of the arms have the highlight. Same with this lady with the purple dress. Her waist is going to have shadow. Under the arms is going to have shadow. Under the lace on the top there is going to have shadow. And the hips. And then the part that's coming towards us is going to be have a lighter color. You could see my kid's hands there if you were wondering. My kid was in the room. So the top of the arms is going to have a highlight. And also the breast is coming forward. That's going to have a highlight. So that's going to be your lighter area. And you're just doing a gradient. It's really simple, just a gradient of colors. And you could see where to put the dark parts. So now you're going to get a little bonus here. I am going to do, I think, two of the ladies in a flesh tone, their faces. And the Woomer pencils, I'm trying to use a mix of whatever they have. So I'm using a little brown, a little peach, a little pink, a little yellow. So you could see it's a mix there. I'm layering. And so to create kind of a shade that doesn't really exist in the Woomer set. So let's take a look here. So basically, this side is Prismacolors, and this side is the Woomer pencils. Now, just to reiterate again, where you saw the dark, the shade is, you could see under the jacket, under the folds, closer to the jacket. This part is more up, so it's lighter. You're just doing a gradient. The bottom of the sleeves is gonna be lighter, and you can see under the sleeves again the shadow, and here under the sleeves, under the lace, and in her waist. So here I decided to have her have a light source here, and then on top of the bows. And again here, you're doing a gradient. So you would think because she's turning this way, I did the shadow over here. And you could play around with it. It depends, you know, where the light is coming from. So, for example, here you can see like the light is coming more towards here, towards this area. That's why this part has a shadow. So I hope that helps a little bit with shading clothes. And since I already did this page, I thought I would just show it to you, do a little explanation. So overall, I would say that I like the pencils. You could see the brightness compared to the Prismacolor. I would say that overall, I like the pencils better than Brute Fruner Square, which is another one of my favorite budget sets. I also like the Artex set for a budget set, but I would say these feel a little softer. But I think the darks are not as dark as the Artex has a bit of a darker. The darks are a little darker than this. So I always look at the darks, meaning the darker colors. And you know, they're okay for a budget set. They're not as dark as your artist quality sets. And I think the Artex ones are darker. So the Artex has better darker ones. But these are softer. And I would say they are a very nice dupe for Prismacolor, like the review said. And they're softer. They're softer than the Brute Fruner and the Artex. So that is what I noticed. The color range is nice. Now, I want you to know these are burnished. Like, I burnished that. So, again, with all the budget sets, the darker colors are not going to be as dark. Like I said, I don't want to repeat myself, but I am. I'm sorry. So that is my thought on these. I've been really enjoying using them. Again, I haven't used them that much. I need to use them more, and I will give you even more of an opinion to see. They might make my favorites for the budget. I'm going to do a budget video of my favorite art supplies, my favorite coloring supplies in the budget range. And I have a feeling these are going to make it. I'm very, very surprised. And I really like them. I did not think I would like them this much as I do. So that is awesome. The price is fantastic. I would say if you're new to coloring and you don't have another set, I really like this set. And I actually like it for beginners because it's a 72 set. You don't have that much choice. It's actually better for beginners to have a limited set, in my opinion, you know. 72 colors, you don't get confused. I think 72 is better than 500. Like, there's some sets like Brute Fruner and like Color, which the colors that I tried, I didn't like. They're barely pigmented. So I think this is better than a 500 set of cheaper, you know, because you're just getting a lot of doubles and it's BS. There's not that many colors in them. You know what I mean? I think a smaller set is actually better than a bigger set for beginners. And even for me, a lot of times, like, I get confused with the Prismacolors even. It's too much. I feel like this is easier. I don't have that many choice, and boom, I get things done quicker. So tell me if you have that experience as well. So yeah, I'm really glad I tried them. I really like the pencils. A big thank you to Woomer for sending these to me. I will leave the links to this below if you're interested, especially if you're new to coloring. I think this is a great set. And if they leave me any coupon codes or anything, I will leave it in the link below. I appreciate you guys tuning in to all these reviews. It helps me so much, and I try to make them interesting for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful week and month of coloring, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.